Make no mistake, the crisis along our southern border is a threat to national security, impacting American communities thousands of miles from the southern border, including my own town in central New York, where deaths from trafficked lethal drugs are destroying lives at a record pace. Republicans on the American Security Task Force have traveled extensively along our southern border, hearing from those on the front lines. Time and again, we heard shocking accounts of the devastation of President Biden's ill-conceived policies. Since President Biden took office, 4 million migrants have been encountered at the southern border from all over the world, more than 150 countries so far. At least 56 individuals on the terror watch list have attempted to come into the United States through the southern border. Enough lethal drugs have been seized at the border to kill 2.4 billion people, or the entire U.S. population, 7 times over. When voters elect a Republican majority in November, we will hit the ground running to respond to this crisis with a decisive set of policies to secure the border and protect American communities. This includes the Border Security for America Act, to finish border wall construction, bolster frontline border agents, invest in cutting-edge border technology, and make the mission of the Border Patrol more achievable.
While the Biden administration claims that the border crisis is being effectively managed, Americans know better. We are all less safe due to this administration's reckless border policies. While President Biden's been in office, over 20,000 individuals attempted to cross the border who had criminal convictions, including hundreds of known gang members. The Biden administration has signaled to cartels and bad actors everywhere that the border is open. This endangers the brave men and women serving on the front lines and all Americans. This administration has turned its back on Border Patrol, but House Republicans will not.
The borders of the United States are dangerously open. They're exposing the American people, Texans that I represent, to dangerous narcotics that are killing them. Fentanyl pouring into our communities, 107,000 dead Americans. Worse than that, our borders being wide open, 800 and something thousand known gotaways with terrorists, known terrorists, people affiliated with terrorist organizations, dangerous gang members getting into the United States and endangering the American people, all while migrants themselves are dying on ranches and ending up in mobile morgues in South Texas. That is no way to operate as a sovereign nation. We need to change it. The American Security Task Force is working on the policies that we need to implement to secure the border. With Biden in the White House, it's going to come from Congress. And what we need to do is enforce securing the border with infrastructure. Finish the wall, build roads, clear the cane. We need to change the policies that are allowing these wide open borders to endanger Americans. You do that by demanding that we turn away everyone that comes to our border if they are not fully detained for the entirety of the adjudication of any claim they might have. And finally, you need to make sure we knock the knees out from under cartels. Go after them. They are endangering Americans, call them the terrorist organizations they are, and knock their knees out. We can do this together, and that's what Republicans are working to do. God bless America.
Every state is a border state as Democrats continue to allow massive flows of dangerous drugs like fentanyl into our country, destroying families and communities. While Americans struggle to afford basic necessities with record inflation, criminal cartels are profiting off of drugs and human smuggling along the southern border. House Republicans are ready to act. Our agenda will secure the border by going after drug cartels and implementing an effective Remain in Mexico policy. This is our commitment to the American people. Republicans are fighting for a secure border, and when we gain a majority in the House, we will act and do so swiftly.
My district has over 800 miles of the southern border. I can tell you firsthand the Biden border crisis is real and it is unsustainable. Law enforcement is overrun. Ranchers experience daily threats to safety and property. This is not an exaggeration, it's everyday reality. Democrats are ignoring this crisis, failing their responsibility to keep America secure. Enough is enough. Republicans have a plan to stop this madness. Our agenda expands the use of Title 42 to include public health emergencies caused by drugs like fentanyl and giving Border Patrol agents the tools to regain operational control of the border.